What's up, guys? This is Brian. This is the Til You Collapse podcast, and I got a different episode for you today. So you guys know with Til You Collapse, I built a multiple seven-figure brand off basic t-shirts with basic designs on them. And we released 5 new shirts, and we're going to talk about those shirts today. We're going to talk about the meanings on the shirt, how they help me succeed, and the reason why the meanings on every shirt I release is so important. So it's a little bit different. Hopefully you pull something from it. But the point is, guys, is don't try to overcomplicate stuff. I've built such a big brand off just basic t-shirts and basic designs, but I lived, eat, breathe, sleep, bled. The meanings on the shirt, they meant something to me. I also exemplified what they said, you know. I stood for what they said. I didn't just wear a shirt or make a shirt and then I fucking did the opposite. And that's what a lot of you guys are doing. Like, I see a lot of people on social media talking about shit, preaching about shit, then behind the scenes, they're not really doing it. Just like I posted on my social media the other day, the reason why I post being up at 5 in the morning consistently on the stairs, and the reason why I show you at 10:30 at night after I've worked a 15-hour day and went to my kid's baseball game all day, I show you I put in that kind of work even though I have 3 companies, 4 kids, a beautiful wife, a family, all this stuff on my plate. I still make it happen, and I show you guys it consistently. Not only does it hold me accountable, but it also inspires you. Like, this guy actually talks about it. He's fucking always posting it. He's always doing what he says. That plays into it. You have to practice what you preach. If you talk about it, you got to be about it. Come on. Fuck. So the first shirt we're going to start with, Til You Collapse, baby. So it says Til You Collapse on it. And I'm going to remind you guys what the Til You Collapse mindset, the base of this whole company means, is Til You Collapse is you giving 100% effort every single day towards your goals. No matter how little the job is, no matter how big the job is, no matter if you're fucking picking up a piece of trash or you're freaking having a board meeting with 100 people. Whatever you're doing, you're giving 100% effort every single day, everything you do, 7 days a week. And that's the Til You Collapse mindset. If you do that every day, win the day by day, consistently over time, that's how you make progress. That's how you reach goals. And that's really the premise behind the name. And we live it every day, and you represent it. So guys, I want you to think about that mindset in everything you do. If you wear our shirts, live it, breathe it, be a representation of it. I don't want you wearing my shit if you don't represent it. I'll tell you this right now. Do not buy my t-shirts if you're not going to live and breathe the saying on it. I'm serious. So the next shirt is actually an old design we released. It's a big, long quote, and I'm going to read it to you guys on the back here. It's something we released as one of our first designs, and it really sold well, and it has to really do with the fitness community. Because here's the thing. When you have an amazing physique, like, the constant work is your nutrition, your workouts, to have it, you can't hide it. So when somebody's in shape, you can see it when they're clothed, you can see it when they're clothes on, clothes off. Like, you cannot fake that. That's what I love this quote on this shirt, and that's why I lived the lifestyle of fitness for the last 25 years, is there's no bullshitting. Everything else, like your success, your money, all that kind of stuff, people can lie and make it up. But, like, you can't lie the work you put in the gym, lifting the weights, eating the healthy food. Like, you see someone, you're like, that motherfucker puts in work to look like that. Like, there's no bullshit about it. And that's why I love this shirt. So what it says is, it says a well-built physique reflects that you've worked hard for it. No money can buy it. You can't borrow it. You can't inherit it. You can't steal it. You can't hold on to it without consistent hard work. It shows discipline, self-respect, patience, work ethic, and passion. This is why I do what I do. And that's a very, very powerful quote, and it explains exactly what I said. You know, in fitness, there's no fake in fitness. There's a lot of fakes and a lot of stuff in this life. But you know, if you have a good physique, if you look like you're in shape, if you look like you're strong, you worked your ass off to get there. And the beautiful thing is, nobody can ever take that from you. That's why I pride myself in working out for so long. That's why I pride myself in consistently showing you guys how much I still work out, even at 38 years old, even at everything I have on my plate, because that really sets the tone for everything. I truly believe fitness and exercise and working out, nutrition, if you're dedicated on that, it will bleed over to your business. It will bleed over to all aspects of your life, because you have that kind of discipline. It will cause you to have that kind of discipline in all areas, right? If you don't have it, then you won't have discipline in any area. So that's why I love that shirt. The next shirt here just straight up says ambitious on it. And ambition is what's driven me all these years. Ambition is when you have that deep down fire inside of you, the wanting and yearning to make something better of yourself, to make something better of your life. Like, it's something that's hard to explain. Like, some people, a lot of people are so content on just staying the same way they are, living the same life, going through the motions, barely paying their bills 10, 15 years, and they haven't moved anywhere in their life. And a lot of people are wired that way. But us ambitious people that have ambition, we have a yearning to be something more, to hit our goals, to make big goals, to change, consistently level up. I mean, I still feel like I have barely done anything. I have so much ambition. I feel like there's so much more to do. That's why I still invest in myself. And I tell you guys to invest in yourself. That has to do with ambition, because if you don't invest in yourself, you're not going to be able to level up and get to the new areas you want. So hopefully you guys are ambitious. If you guys are listening to this podcast, you have some kind of ambition in you. So that's the meaning behind that shirt. The next shirt is one I've actually been talking about a good amount. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with this one. Fuck your excuses. Yeah. So excuses, man, excuses are like booties. Everybody has one, right? And here's the thing. So many people want to make excuses of why they're not where they want to be, or excuses of why they failed, excuses of why they're doing bad. I'm here to tell you there's no fucking excuses. Everything that's going wrong in your life or everything that's going bad in your life lands on you. Look in the mirror and realize that you are the cause of whatever you want to be, good or bad. Don't make excuses about it. And here's the thing. I've learned this over time. I've made excuses in the past, and everything I talk to you guys about, I'm real about. Like, I've gone a little way. I'm climbing the mountain right now. I have so far to go, but there's a lot of things, like all this stuff I talk about, I've learned because I've done wrong. I'm not some fucking guy up here trying to preach like I'm better than everyone. I'm the same as all you guys. You guys know I barely graduated high school. I'm here talking about stuff I've lived, I've learned, I've lost, and I've learned from those losses, and now I'm progressing. And that's what this is all about. You got to realize. But here's the thing. If you're the kind of person that's going to make an excuse about everything, you're never going to progress. So trust me. The number one thing you got to do is just stop, catch yourself, because this is a habit. I've seen people that make excuses about every little thing, and just stop it. Catch yourself and realize it's not an excuse. Like, I'm not successful because I don't put the work in. I'm not successful because I don't learn how to master this skill or craft or level up to get to a better place. That's on me. And here's another thing. And here's a big thing. And here's a thing that a lot of CEOs do. I've learned to be better at it. And let me just use it for example. Like with your staff, like if you have a staff, you have company, if you have employees and there's anything they're not doing good at, if they're not living up to your expectations, they're not working how you think, you can't blame them. If they mess up at work, it's not their fault. It's your fault as a leader. It's your fault as a leader. If you're not happy with your employees, if you're not happy, and this is an example of excuses, because so many fucking CEOs, even I talk to, they'll make excuses about why their company's not doing good, or this employee failed at this, that employee failed at. No, motherfucker. They didn't fail. You failed them. It's my job here to help train and involve all these people here. And if I'm not doing that, that's on me. If they're not living up to my expectations in this company, that's not on them. That's on me. I got to address it, figure out how we're going to fix it, and work with them. And that's just an example of excuses like in the CEO, business owner lifestyle and world, basically. So hopefully you guys connect with that and realize that. And the last shirt, basically, front and back, disciplined, dedicated, and determined. And those three words are pretty self-explanatory, but I've used these three things in my life to get me where I'm at since a young age. And it really ties into fitness and business, the kind of discipline and dedication it takes to not only eat healthy 7 days a week, but also get up and do multiple workouts. And then also with business, the kind of discipline, dedication, determination it takes to work the kind of hours we work on holidays, work when you don't want to work. You know, there's not much balance in fitness and business. And I just talked about this in my last post. The hardest struggle I have is balance, because it takes so much of this stuff and so much focus to be successful is, you know, balancing that with a family. You know, if you have a family, like I'm doing all this for my family and I'm so disciplined, dedicated, and determined to get to my goals, sometimes it becomes like tunnel vision. My foot's on the gas and I don't think about anything else. Because here's the thing, the way I'm fucking wired, I love the work. I'd work, honestly, if I didn't have a family, which I never wish that because my family's my everything and this is why I've created all this. But honestly, sometimes I think like if I was like some of these people I see that, God forbid, don't have a family for some reason and they're just doing their business, I would probably live in this fucking warehouse. You know what I mean? Because I love the work. You know, there's never too much work. I have so much shit to do. And just pulling myself away from that is one of the hardest things I do. And I still struggle with it. I've gotten better at it. It goes in waves. I'm not perfect with it. I still struggle with it. But those are the 5 t-shirts, guys. And like I said, every t-shirt I constantly release, they'll have a saying, words on them, something very simple. But all these things I have experience with. I will never release a shirt that I don't have experience with. I don't live, eat, breathe, sleep it. And that's the premise behind the t-shirts and the brand. I hope you guys got something from this podcast, got something from the meanings of the t-shirts. And if you like the t-shirts, rock them. Tag us in pictures. And I always appreciate you guys sharing this podcast. Sharing it's the only way we grow. Please tag me on social media. Follow the podcast, subscribe to it, review it if you can. I'll try to repost you guys. I really appreciate it. Until next time, we're out.